Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakor Kodash. Next double honors to the elders of GMS, and peace and blessings unto the elect, the Bayasha Dawadah, the house of David. Shalom, Akim, Yahabashim, Shai, Barakatham to the elect. Shalom, Wabarakim, Labakarim, Shal Yasha Allah. Also to the elders, to the bishops, the apostles. I want to give a shout out to you and a shalom, shalom, and a big shout out to y'all because y'all let us Lord's will we be of the elect. That's why we say hopeful elect. But y'all brought us y'all brought us into this truth, by way of us finding out, and y'all led us to the right path. So I just want to say shalom to y'all because if it wasn't for the elders, man, we wouldn't really know about history and stuff about the Bible. So that's why the Lord he have set up certain men. The scriptures even talk about this, But as you know, talks about, I believe in the New Testament how it talks about how basically how you're gonna have traitors and backbiters and all that stuff in the last days. Men, woman, child, whatever, whoever. But you're just gonna have scoffers basically, and it could consist of man and woman. They gonna just be walking after the lust of their flesh. You're gonna have scoffers in the last days walking after their own lust. So, hey, that's what you have, man, in this truth. You have fallouts, and, and that's a big fuck up in this thing. If you're a fallout and you ain't really about this truth, you ain't really for this truth. And that's the worst, honestly. That's the worst thing, to fall out the truth and then go back into the world, But, anyways, we're gonna, go into the book of Genesis, the 49th chapter and the 10th verse, because we're going to speak of the tribe of Judah, man. Hey, and that's who it starts with. Really, it starts with the tribe of Judah because Judah being the head, the head tribe. They've come a long way too, man. All the tribes, because they was brought here to the Americas, in cargo slave ships, during the transatlantic slave trade, like, how they say. But yeah, they taking all that down, movies, certain clips of slavery and all that. I realized that, so probably still got them up. But hey, through the spirit, this is Genesis 49:10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Yeah, because it talks about how basically as for Judah, he stooped down, it says it right here. Verse 9, you see, it says he stooped down, you see? And it also talks about how, where is it? Let me see. Yeah, as an old lion right here. It also talks about, as an old lion, verse 9, yep. So, hey, that's Judah for you, because it say right here, verse 10, the scepter shall not depart from Judah. That's right, because they're going to be ruling. They're going to be ruling the kingdom. They're going to have them scepters, man. They're going to have them, starting with Yahushua, man, the ultimate king, that the king of terrors, the king of kings, the Lord of lords, Yahushua himself, man, that champion. He's the champion, man. He's the star player of this movie, man. He's like the legend, and he's gonna have slaves, man. He's gonna be like a slave master, like they like to say, like to call it. But yeah, that's the point, man. That's what's gonna happen. Because he's the lion of the tribe of Judah, man. So, hey, Yahushua, he finna have that rod of iron. And all the tribes, man, we finna judge these nations, man. Scripture talks about that. How we gonna be able to judge the nations and stuff like that, man. So, hey, that's coming. So prepare, brothers. Beware this. This is coming. You heathens, you better beware. But as for Israel, hey, prepare yourself. Because, hey, you got to get ready for rulership, man. We ready. Honestly, the elect, we can't wait to rule. All right. So, Khan, this is Psalm 60:7. It reads, Gilead is mine, and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the strength of mine head. Judah is my lawgiver. Yeah. And then going back to the to the tribe of Levi, which is also of the southern kingdom. Judah is of the southern kingdom, Benjamin, and also Levi, because going back to Levi, that's the spirit, because it said Judah is my lawgiver. But if you go into the tribe of Levi, they were the priests, They kept the laws perfectly. Especially, Yahushua, certain men kept them kept them laws, man. Probably not all, but they kept a lot perfectly, man. They kept them good. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta strength. This is why it's about strength. You gotta strengthen yourself. You gotta, get strong. You can't just be breaking the commandments. You can't be just going off at times. You gotta be strong out here, man. So going back to the tribe of Levi, they were priests. Meaning they were a holy people, and that's what we are. Scripture talks about that. How they say, "Thou art an holy people." Roughly paraphrasing, hey, that's for all Israel, man. Especially, like Southern Kingdom. That's what it starts with. The kingdom, the kingdom of Judah. Starting with Judah. On down to Issachar, but mainly that Southern Kingdom, because those are the rulers. Basically, those are the start. They're like the start. They're like your starting lineup. You know what I mean? Whether it's football, basketball, it's just Jake is everywhere, man. Although there's more Northern Kingdom tribes, Southern Kingdom is like they're like the leaders because it all starts with Judah, man. So like they say, that's the kingdom of Judah. Southern Kingdom. That's the like they'll say that's the house of Judah. Yep. Yeah, because Yahweh Shah, you gotta understand, man. Yahweh Shah comes from the tribe of Judah, man. So it's like. That's heavy, man. That's major, Yahushua, he's that king, man. And Judah, they're that tribe, they're lions, man. I even told Jake that I'm like, yo, they got it in the Bible to where, cause this dude that I work with, he Mexican. And then this other dude, I was like, yo, cause he a Jake, but you could tell like he kind of look like the tribe of Ephraim. He looks Spanish because of his skin color, cause you know how it is with Jake sometimes like the Southern Kingdom, they got really dark skin, but I told him he might have been like a Southern Kingdom because the way he was like his spirit. So I was like, yo, in the Bible they talk about how blacks, the so-called black people, the Bible refers or describes them as lions, So Lord's Walk could tell him more about it, but I was like, yo, I think we were speaking about Spanish Harlem. Like, yo, Spanish Harlem out here in the Bronx. I believe it's in Bronx. And the Bronx, I'm from the Bronx, but I don't know if I've been there before, but I've seen it like on Google Maps. I'm like, yo, you could tell you got nothing but you got nothing but Puerto Ricans and so-called Puerto Ricans and so-called blacks there, man. So that so-called blacks being Judah and so-called Puerto Ricans being Ephraim. Judah and Ephraim, those are the heads. Judah's the head of the Southern Kingdom, and Ephraim's the head of the Northern Kingdom. So they close together, man, over there in Spanish Harlem, man. They connected, and I bet you I probably have been there before, but I don't know. But I told him about it. He was like, yeah, there's a lot of them there. I was like, yeah, that's the spirit, man. They're very connected. It's probably all love there too. It's probably barely no violence, but everywhere you go out here in the city, over here in NYC and New York City, there's a lot of violence. Point being is that all the tribes, they're mingled. They're all scattered. They're all, close to each other in some way. Like we're all connected through the spirit, because, like I said, the spirit bears witness. So yeah, because you got this other dude, this Mexican guy that works with me. I'm like, yeah, the Bible. I believe, I don't know if I said it, but all I know is that, look, the Bible does describe as describes the so-called Mexicans as horse, like a donkey. Issachar is a strong ass, couching between or lying down between two burdens, roughly paraphrased. So yeah, So yeah, But Khan, this Psalm 24:6. It reads, "This is the generation of them that seek him, that seek thy face, O Jacob, Salah." Khan. And who's the God of Jacob? Yahweh Baal Shem Yahshua, man. Yahweh Yahushua. So he finna protect us, cause if he's doing it, if he's protecting his servant Jacob, which is our forefather, then he's gonna protect his sons, cause Jacob had 12 sons. So he's gonna protect the rest of Israel. The 12 tribes. Cause Jacob had 12 sons. So as for Jacob and for Israel, look, the Lord is gonna protect us, man, cause it talks about that. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance, man. So, man, I honestly love reading that scripture. Like, it just, bro, for some reason, like, and I just love it through the spirit, because when I read certain scriptures, especially that one, that one just, like, it just boosts me up. It gets me fired up in the spirit, man. It boosts my spirit. So, honestly, man, just reading these scriptures, Akim, like, man, it's your paw. It's just beautiful. So it's like, we want more of it. Like, we just want to keep reading these scriptures daily, man, and making our requests. How do you make your request? Through prayer, man. That's what we want to do, man. through prayer, you know. Fasting is very good too, but especially prayer, man. That's how you make your requests to the Most High, That's the Most High. But yeah, man. This is Acts chapter 1, verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? And he said unto them, It is not for you to know the times or the season, or the seasons which the Father hath put in his power, because Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So Israel means in the Hebrew, how would you say Israel in the Hebrew? Yasha'al. I mean, Yasha'al. Yasha'al, or no, yeah, you would say Yasha'al. Matter of fact, yeah, So yeah, meaning a prince of the power. He is a prince of the power. He is a prince of power, basically like a prince of God. So yeah, and some people think that Jacob actually fought with God. No, that God meaning an angel actually. So yeah, that's all I meant. Because angels, they're as gods, they're like gods, So, but yeah, mentioning that too, we're gonna have, man, in the kingdom, our eyes are gonna be glowing. We definitely gonna be looking like gods, As the scriptures say, ye are gods. So in the kingdom, how much more in the kingdom, man? Gonna have eyes glowing. We're gonna have just a force field, like a nice aura, everything. I was thinking of this too. I wanted to mention this. You might not even have it to where we because in this queendom of Esau, Edom, here it is. You on the toilet, and every time you eat, you end up in the bathroom like an hour later, or even before that, like a few minutes later after you finish or you done eating, you basically end up in the toilet. But that's not gonna happen in the kingdom, man. We might not even have that. We might not even have to use the bathroom or any of that, man. Now we'll wash up in a nice jacuzzi or a pool. You might have something like that, like a nice sea or ocean. You still have that probably, or whatever around, because we're still gonna be here on earth. You're gonna have New Jerusalem coming down from heaven, but then you got the kingdom of heaven, man, which is upstairs. Somehow, some way, we're gonna be able to escape the judgment of the Lord, which is those missiles, and we're gonna be brought up. We're gonna be brought up. We're gonna be beamed up into them chariots and brought up into the kingdom. So we're gonna be able to travel a lot and do a lot of things, But shit, I don't mind, a woman rubbing oil on me while I'm in the jacuzzi, and she like giving me massages. Like, you gonna have that actually. You're gonna have actually, like, yeah, you actually gonna have that. You're gonna have actual women massaging us and giving us massages and rubbing oil on us and doing all that, man, comforting us, and we're gonna be at ease, man, because the kingdom, that's our rest, man. So I can't wait for that. Honestly, man. All right. That's why I say, which our Father had put in his power, right? Because only the Most High knows when the end is near, or when it draws nigh. Because he's the one that's ultimately gonna control them people to launch the missiles, and he gonna be the one to send Yahushua back here on earth to destroy, to kill, to bring a sword, and to redeem Israel, to save Israel by way of those chariots. So he's coming to bring redemption as well. The Lord's not only coming to kill and bring a sword, but he coming to he not only coming as a thief in the night, basically, but he coming as an angelic force, as a conquering lion to save the nation of Israel as well. As a lamb unto us, but as a lion unto the heathen, to the Edomites, and to the nations, But yeah, we good, brothers, Yahushua finna come back real soon, man, We ain't got nothing to worry, man. The end time, look, the end is coming soon. That's all I gotta say. The end is approaching, but we don't know no man knows the exact hour or time or day the Lord comes back. I'm talking about Yahushua. We don't know when Yahushua coming back, the exact time. Because you might have certain people that ask us that, and we're going to show them. The scripture tells you, we're going to show them the exact scripture that tells us that. Is scripture, well, that scripture tells you, basically, not even Yahushua, not even the Lord himself knows, only Yahweh. Only my Father knows, roughly paraphrasing. Yeah, I think Yahushua said that. I don't know. You gotta find it though. But yeah, you still have Jake, finding some way out through this hellhole. Like, Jake is still finding ways to, make his daily bread and eventually get something to eat. But I'm saying the stuff we eat is nothing but crap here, man. So imagine the kingdom, man. It's gonna be way better, man. You think we finna shit our pants in the kingdom? Hell no, man. We're gonna have those extraterrestrial bodies, man. It's like we're gonna be immortal. Like, you know, we're gonna be indestructible, basically. Like you're not gonna be able to destroy our bodies or get us sick, or you know, we're not finna catch illness in the kingdom. Hell no, man. That's here in this temporal world, but in the kingdom, hell no, man. We're not gonna be able to even die. All right, because certain Jakes here in this world, in this present evil world, certain Jakes be thinking of death. They be like, damn, I think I'm on my way out. They be thinking like that probably, you know. But yeah, this Daniel 2:44 it reads, "In the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever." Yeah, so it's gonna be left to one people, and that's Israel, and we're gonna be able to break in pieces because it talks about how the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. We're gonna be able to snatch this kingdom from these devils and have it for us, basically meaning we're gonna have our kingdom here on earth, and it's gonna be what, like it says, and it shall stand forever. It's gonna be forever, man. You understand? And that you definitely gonna see Jake, because here it is. You still see Jake with a smile on his face, but how much more when we get the kingdom, man? We gonna be definitely smiling, brothers. All right. But yeah, these Edomites, they probably looking at us, Jake, like, how the hell is this dude still smiling? Like, all the stuff we done put up against him, and all the stuff we done did to you know, have him all mad and angry, and but nah, man. You're not finna piss off Jake, no way, no how, man. We still gonna be smiling with fucking tired eyes, man. You know, all this hell we've been through, we still gonna be smiling. You know, especially when we make it up out of here, man. Then we're gonna be sipping on that wine, on that yaya. We're gonna be cheering with the Lord. You know how they say cheers? You know, we're gonna be doing that with your house shot, man, in a spaceship, what they England call, you know. It's gonna be in a you know, so-called UFO, man. You know, and in the cherry, we're gonna be doing that, man. And Lord probably gonna be riding that thing too, you know. Man, it's gonna be beautiful, brothers. It's gonna be your pa. It's gonna consume all these kingdoms, you know. This one kingdom that we're gonna get, you know. That's what it's gonna be able to do. You know. Because the scriptures say, oh yeah, I want to mention this. Oh man, the Wadi Abba Shemashah, didn't forget. Yeah, it talks about how there's no enchantment against Jacob, nor any divination against Israel. So roughly paraphrasing, but yeah. So that's why you see us, Jake, we be still smiling, man. Because there's no enchantment nor divination against us, man. That's why, like, the shit that these devils try to, like, they try to do against us, we don't even give a fuck. We be like, man, you're not finna, like, you know what I mean? Because, hey, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, man. So that's another thing, too. I'll be thinking about that scripture. Imagine dreaming of that, too. Like, these people, they got their guns out. They coming after you, zombies, vampires, or they just coming after you. They chasing you, and you just, like, fleeing from them. Or you able to put them to death and take flight and just, like, see, we're talking about that, putting 10,000 to flight. How shall two put 10,000 to flight? We finna see spiritual power from on high, man. You know? This is going to happen. This is Psalm 45:6. Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever, and it's like the scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter. Yeah, because the Lord himself, he come from the tribe of Judah, man. Hey, so with that being said, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakar Kadash. Next double honors to the elders of GMS, and peace and many blessings unto the elect. Shalom.